What's good, Smooth Crew? We on day 17. We did skip 16, so I'm gonna just kind of go back through that. Um, Not gonna talk too much about it. I just know that a lot of it was a brick wall, was obstacles that I faced, especially yesterday. Tuesday, day 16 was another one of the rougher days. Um, I realize my triggers in those moments, and I realize what does trigger me. I realize that. And now that I have a better understanding of it, now I can move forward. Um I didn't stay down long because today was a way better day. Way better day. Um and yeah, I think that there are pros and cons to this journey, and that's something I actually wanted to talk about. And I will say that one of the pros to this journey, and this is why I think everybody should do this journey, is because number one, it wakes you up. And what I mean by waking up is it's almost like now I'm in the driver's seat of my mind. Like I'm actually driving. I'm not on autopilot. I'm not on cruise control. I'm actually driving the boat. Like I'm actually in this thing. Like I'm aware. Like as I'm talking on this mic, like I'm here. It's not like I'm making a video just to make a video. And I'm not doing it to just make money off of it or eventually want to blow up. It's more about just mentally being here for documentation purposes, and even um just as a way to ground myself as I grow into this new version of myself. And so number one is just about having a purpose, like being able to wake up every morning. Now, my foundation is on Christ. That's who I wake up for. But I will say that having this as a like job, I don't even want to compare it to a job because it's not even comparable. But it's like I have something to wake up to every morning. Okay, yes, I know Christ. Yes, Romans chapter 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind." And when it said that, it said, "Do not conform to the habits of the world." Remember, everything that we do in this life is habits. So when you discipline yourself and you ground yourself, you wake up every morning, you give your glory, or you give your time to Christ. You before you even step up out of bed, you know what I'm saying, you plan for the day, or even the night before, you drink your water, you do all that, you take your vitamins, you know what I'm saying, you meditate, you read your book, you know what I'm saying, even read the scripture. And then it just, even just doing that alone, just that in the morning, will make a huge difference in your day. I promise you. But anyway, that's all besides the point. I do believe that it gives me a sense of purpose. And for all my fellas out there, y'all know, no matter how many accolades you get, no matter how many women, no matter how much money you get, no matter what type of car you drive, all that, whatever goals that you got to achieve, it is not comparable. It feels so good. It feels so good. And it's not even that it feels good. It's more of a fulfilling feeling that you get, right? It's like this deep sense of fulfillment that is just it quenches your thirst for doing more, if that makes sense. And all my fellas out there know. Now I'm not gonna be like that because women, y'all know too. But for my fellas, it feels good, bro. And that's why I say, I'm trying to tell folks, like, y'all need it. Like, everybody should do this journey because you learn more about yourself and you're constantly growing. And that brings me to the next thing. You're constantly growing. It's not something that, like, you work towards, like a project or a goal or whatever the case may be. No, this is a lifelong thing, and you're constantly elevating. You're constantly building yourself up. And even that alone is just one of the best things you could ever do, especially for yourself. Because you get wiser, you get smarter, you just move different. You're just on a different level. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope. I think it's really dope. You get to see the real raw you, and you just go through the motions. Now, on to the cons of things. There are cons to this journey. Now, I think cons is a little extreme because I think it's a little subjective, but I do believe that with cons, I do believe that one, what I run away from sometimes is, as I'm cleaning out my house, right? As I'm cleaning out my house, I'm picking up the trash that's in my house, which are old vices, trauma, things that happened when I was childhood. And as I'm going through this, I'm seeing why in my character I move the way I do, why I act the way I do, and how I react to certain situations. And even just looking back at just the ways that I was just moving in general. Like, that junk can put you in just having that mirror, like you looking in that mirror really will just like, it can put you in a dark place. And I can see that. And if you're not really strong enough and you're not as dedicated to be on the journey, you will give up. Trust me. So one of the biggest cons, I think, is even just seeing the raw version of you. Two, I think that when it comes to the cons, I think that trying to really apply, this is a good one right here, apply the things that you've learned over time. So even though it's only been 3 weeks for me and I know a lot, literally just applying these things to, applying these things to what I know and actually doing it is so hard, bro. Because you got to remember, you're literally unlearning everything from childhood, growing up in a black household, just trauma after trauma, vices after vices, and just things that you just never knew you was like had because you was on autopilot this whole time. And it's just like, wow. Like, that junk will really take you back, bro. And I think right now I'm in that phase where I'm fighting some of these vices. I'm fighting a lot of these traumas because now I'm seeing it from the forefront. I'm actually here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the battlefield and I'm actually making it happen. And when I say that junk difficult, but the beauty of it is, even when I do fall, I get right back up. Because what did the scripture say? It said the righteous man falls 7 times but get back up 8. So as long as I get back up, that's all that matters. That's literally what growth is. Growth is literally going through the pressure. That's how a diamond is made. Real talk. Through the pressure. So this is how I react to all these external circumstances or situations. That is the growth in itself right there. Is dealing with it. And so being able to learn and apply these things is very difficult. And I will say that is another con. Con is, it is very difficult. But you get through it. As I've been taking this jump day by day, I'm more nicer to myself. I give myself a lot more, I won't even say slack. I just give myself a lot more leniency, or not, I don't even want to say leniency. I just give myself more credit than I used to. And I'm not as harsh on myself as I used to be. And even just that alone bro, I feel great. I feel amazing. Even if I mess up, I know that the next day is a new day and I can start all over again. And that's all that matters. And just having that mindset alone will take you I can't even tell you, bro. This is the best thing. I see why folks used to tell you stop beating yourself up. Give yourself credit, dog. Real talk. But anyway, that's all besides the point. I don't want to make this video too long, man. But all in all, I believe that everybody should join this challenge. Get on this journey, man. And just be aware, bro. Understand why you do the things you do. I think everybody needs to know this stuff. And yeah, just grow. Real talk.